do you get high vibrational and stay high vibrational? Topic of discussion today. Now, getting high vibrational is one thing, but staying up there is another thing, because that is difficult, it's hard, you lose momentum, you need to fight with your husband, you need to fight with your wife, and you lose it, you lose track. It's easy to get high vibrational and happy for 5 minutes, but it's much harder to do it for a period of time. It's much harder to maintain that repetitious showing up of the high vibration. So, how do you maintain it? How do you maintain it? I got some secrets that I'm willing to share. Your body comes first. That's the first thing you need to know. Because you inhabit an animal body with a reptilian brain, with a brainstem, with every function that an animal needs. Don't think your intellectual ability sets you aside from any other animal. You need your sleep, you need good nutrition, you need safety, you need a steady level of hormonal balance. And I have many other videos on my TikTok about this. And because the body comes first before the mindset, people try to think their way through high vibration, through motivation, through inspiration, through maintaining a certain lifestyle, spirituality, of this and that, of whatever their idea of an incredibly happy, healthy life looks like. But your nervous system runs the show. Not your brain, your nervous system. And by brain, I mean thoughts, not your central nervous system. So, because your nervous system runs the show, sleep is fundamental. Sleep is the highest, most regulating form of therapy. It's the highest, most regulating form of high vibration, good vibration, and coherent auric field. The next thing is moving your body in any form, in any way, in any shape, however you feel aligns with you. And it doesn't have to be high intensity training, it doesn't have to be swimming 10 kilometers every day in the morning before sunrise. It's not, it just has to be what aligns with you, with your physical abilities, with your physical stamina, with your health abilities. Another thing that I see a lot of people skip out on is eating, and healthy, balanced eating. And I don't mean a diet, I don't mean a juicing, I don't mean eating just fruit or whatever you think is going on in the health of what's the diet fad right now. I'm talking about a healthy, balanced diet, eating when you're hungry, being in tune with what your body needs, having good set of minerals and nutrition coming in over time to balance your nervous system, to balance your bodily functions, because your body dictates your mood. Your nervous system dictates your regulation, and that has to come first. Alright, and as part of taking care of your body, the next thing that comes up is taking care of your daily sun habits. Getting in tune with the earth's vibration, getting in tune with a regular circadian rhythm of sleep and wake cycles. Because there are certain hormones that are circulating in the bloodstream at certain hours, and you need to be asleep to get the benefits of them. You need to be awake to get the benefits of them. It depends on which time of the day we're talking about. So regulate your sleep cycle. The best way to regulate it is get outside in the sun first thing in the morning, and when the sun sets, just a little bit of direct sunlight into your eyes to signal to your nervous system, to signal to your hormones and your pituitary gland that you're awake, it's daylight, and you're going to sleep, it's nighttime. And be careful of the light from your phone. You shouldn't be watching this when it's dark. The next thing, clean input equals clean output. Now what do I mean by that? We're all watching what's happening around the world, guys, whether it's Palestine, Sudan, Congo, wherever it is, wherever it might be. Be careful of what you're consuming and the hours that you're consuming it. Even if you think you're not survival state and into thriving. Be careful of the energy that you're putting into the body. And the most highest form of trigger right now in any healthy being is social media. Social media, guys, whether it's you're using it for comparison, consciously or subconsciously, lowering your self-esteem, consciously or subconsciously, those things play a factor, especially if you're on a healing journey, if you're on a more conscious creation journey. Be careful of what you're consuming. For me, for example, as soon as I post this, I log out. At best, I'm on my phone, social media, 3 minutes a day. At best. The rest is in healthy environments. Another thing that comes with social media is the drama, the confusion, the gluttony. Get away from it. Get away from it. It's most likely from people you don't even like. Now, for me, I have autism. I'm on the autism spectrum. I don't really care. And I'm very honest with people when I don't care about something. If it's something that doesn't interest me, off you fuck. It's gone before I even think about it, because I don't care. And get good at not caring. Get good at refining the list of things you care about that put you in a state of happiness, in a state of relaxation, in a state of high vibration that you can consistently, strategically, practically rely on, that you have cultivated through choices over time, dealing with people. Right now, segue from social media to dealing with people is that you have to refine the people that are in your life. People are bringing you drama, if they're bringing you discomfort, if you can't be totally honest with them. Limit your interaction if you're not totally comfortable with, creating distance. Limit your interactions. Not everyone is your best friend. Not everyone is family. You don't owe anyone anything, and nobody owes you anything. And that's easier said than done, but feel into it. Feel where you're being inauthentic or pretending. Feel into it. And that comes into everything. Feel into what you're feeling, what you're noticing within your body, with how people are making you feel, with how things are making you feel. And let it move through you. Don't suppress it. Let it move through you so you can learn and grow. And it can turn into a lesson and then disappear, and you can move on to the next thing. Create momentum. Now, I always say this to people. If you are struggling to feel motivated about something, if you're struggling to feel connected to something, write a list of things or make a list of 3 things, and I promise you one of those things will stand out to you more than the rest. For example, if you have a choice between reading a book and going out for a walk, I promise you one of them is going to be more appealing to you than the other. If you have a choice between going out to the movies or staying at home and playing with your pet, catfish, dog, turtle, unicorn, whatever, I promise you one of them will appeal to you more than the other. So choose what appeals to you, feel into what appeals to you, because sometimes when you're operating on autopilot, you're not a conscious creator, of your reality. It can blur a little bit. Sometimes, you're obviously feeling obligated to participate in certain things, but I promise you, nobody cares if you don't show up. Nobody. People are too busy in their own little world to notice these things. And I promise you, if you're there and you're giving off bad energy, people feel that even if they don't say it. So you don't need to be somewhere you don't want to be, just because of social expectations or obligations or wherever it might be. So feel into what aligns with you, what perfectly aligns with you. And with the things that create momentum, make sure you have a clean and clear space that you're lying in every day. So get up, clean your house, get things in order, fix your broken window, right? Make sure that your space is functional for you, most importantly, before it needs to be functional is cozy, make it however appeals to you, that is clean, that is comfortable, that gets you in a good high vibrational mood and state of being. Because that momentum creates confidence, and when you have that confidence, you can create. And when you can create, you get more confidence to take charge, you get more confidence to be brave, you get more confidence to do other things in life that, you know, you might be too big of a mountain for you. But if you create a ladder of small steps toward those things, it becomes increasingly easier. And you grow an appetite for it, you know, a risk appetite, because things get easier over time and tasks become, you know, doable. Everything becomes doable when you have a system that works for you, right? Because if it's not working for you, then you don't have a good system in place, right? Now, a part of keeping that momentum going, part of keeping that high vibrational, healthy state of being, happiness and joy, is focusing on where your energy goes. Now, your energy is your currency. Your energy is your driving power. And your time is the only thing other than money that you get to spend, right? You spend your time like you spend your money. Be careful where you're spending your time. Making sure that it's something meaningful to you. Making sure that it's something that you see value in, whatever that might look like for you. Because we all have different bearings. Okay, another thing when you're trying to stay high vibrational and maintaining the high vibration is know when it's time to have certain conversations, right? Because if you're dealing with someone or something, whether it's at, you know, at work or in a romantic relationship or in any scenario, any situation, if it's bringing you any confusion or inconsistency or lack of clarity in any shape or form, if it's making you overthink, make sure that you resolve that. Making sure you stay on top of that, because the earlier you stay on top of that, the better things get. Because situations like that, where you're constantly being consumed by the overthinking, the rumination cycles, whatever it might be, that drains your baseline health, right? Because nothing is ever really just there. It's taking away, you're spending that energy, you're spending that currency. It's self-respect. Now this one, I think more women struggle with this one than men, because men are bred differently. Men are bred to think that people owe them things, that they can get things, that that's how the world treats them. A woman, not so self-respecting most of the time, overextending yourself, overgiving. And trust me, I had to survive this as well. It's not something you know until it becomes conscious behavior, until you allow yourself to see where you are people pleasing, where you are shrinking, where you are extending your energy, your feminine energy, in ways that is not respected, right? Now, self-respect is the real high vibration. It's the real currency of this momentum. And how it looks like, especially for women, not overgiving where it's not reciprocated. So mirror people's energy more in a respectful, high vibrational way. Mirror people. Mirror their level of effort, right? Don't shrink your needs to keep something going, right? And I see this a lot in people who come to me for healing. They shrink their needs, they shrink their desires, they shrink their personality to keep things going, because that's the only way they know how to. Now this is another one that I find really, really helpful in my healing sessions, is regulate before you react, because a lot of people react to reacting on impulse, reacting on not having thought things properly. I promise you that situation is still going to be there, probably in a better state if you take the time to read messages that are arising for you, into what aligns for you, and then respond. Give it ample time. I promise you guys, not everything needs an instant response. Not everything needs an instant reaction. Now, I know this is incredibly hard because with technology, everyone just, they want it now. They want it yesterday. Try to regulate that sense of regulation, that sense of impulse recognition.